Unit 3 Land Registry. Land registration describes systems where matters concerning ownership, possession or other land rights can be recorded, usually with a governmental agency or department, to provide evidence of title, facilitate transactions and to prevent unlawful transactions. Land registration in Cyprus is exercised by the Department of Lands and Surveys, one of the oldest government departments of the island. According to the website of the Department of Lands and Surveys of Cyprus, the following are in force concerning land registration in Cyprus. The system of land registration is a system of registration of title, as distinguished from registration of title deeds. The legal value of registration lies between an indefeasible title and a defeasible title. A registered person is deemed to be the undisputed owner of the land and their title to ownership is absolute, subject to the Director of Lands and Surveys, power to correct errors or omissions under certain circumstances, and the inherent power of the courts to order an amendment or cancellation of a registration. Land registration is effected either systematically and is compulsory in areas decided, or sporadically at the instance of private owners. Registration may be either initial or by transfer. The principal components of the land registration records include the register, the cadastral plan, the tax register and the certificate of registration. Registrable interests are freeholds, leaseholds with a term of 15 years or more unexpired and easements. Horizontal ownership is also registrable. Flats, charges, for example mortgages, etc., are also registrable. One common problem that a prospective real estate owner or advisor may encounter is title deed delays. For example, according to the figures released by the Cyprus Land Registry, a considerable amount of non-Cypriots is waiting for the title deeds to their rightful properties. What can cause the delays? Property developers are not clearing mortgage debts on the land on which they've built properties and which they've subsequently sold to unsuspecting buyers. There are bureaucratic delays in the land registry or in other government departments. Planning infringements caused by property developers deviating from the various permissions and permits issued for the construction of their developments. Real estate and property are an attractive target for fraudsters because they can be sold and mortgaged to raise money. Properties most at risk are usually empty tenanted or mortgage-free. Foreign direct investors are highlighted as a higher risk of fraud, and thus, advisors should help owners protect their property and investments from frauds. Some tips concerning land registry include: make sure the property is registered so you will be compensated for financial loss if you fall victim to a fraud. Keep your contact information, once registered, up to date so you can be easily contacted if anything comes up. Usually, you can have a restriction entered on your property if you feel it might be at risk. A restriction is designed to help prevent forgery by requiring a solicitor or conveyancer to certify they are satisfied that the person selling or mortgaging the property is the true owner.